A lot of times people don't really understand that we're fighting battles inside. Hey everyone, it's Candy. This week, as we've been talking about, is Mental Health Awareness Week, and today I want to talk about mania or manic, whatever you want to call it. It's mania, but like you get manic, you know? As a teenager, I was diagnosed with manic depression, which is now called bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder is a disorder to where you experience really elated highs and really deep lows of depression. I've dealt with this ever since I can remember. Like, I didn't know what it was as a kid, but I do now. I can look back at times in my childhood and go, oh yeah, I was super manic then, or super depressed, or whatever it is. I've been saying for the last couple of weeks that I've been really manic, and typically when I'm really manic, I talk very fast. I have racing thoughts. I can't like form complete thought, like I can't concentrate. There's nothing that I can seem to do to like calm down. Like it's just one thing after another, and I don't get to catch a breath, and it's just very, very draining. Living with mania is so draining and is so uncomfortable and is so hard to explain to people. People just think you're a mean, crazy fucking bitch because you're manic, or they think you're weird or uncomfortable, and I mean you are, because it's hard to explain it. To me, the mania part of my mental illness is the absolute worst part of it. It can take me in different directions. If you don't know what mania is, I'll give you a medical definition of it real quick. Mania is excitement of psychotic proportions manifested by mental and physical hyperactivity, disorganization of behavior, and elevation of mood, specifically the manic phase of bipolar disorder. I typically can feel it coming on days before it happens. Like little things start to annoy me. I become very annoyed and irritated and impatient. My mania can cause me to want to be really goal-oriented and social and boisterous, and like because it causes like hyperactivity, and it makes me want to talk a lot and do a lot of things and go really fast. But then I have anxiety, so my anxiety causes issues with that, and then my mania flips to a very angry, aggressive, mad because I feel so crazy. Typically with mania, I will either spend a whole lot of money, and that's typical with anybody with mania. If they have, people will put themselves in financial distress just to go spend money because it's like a high. Drugs, typically with people who have mania issues, gambling, sex addiction. There's all kinds of things that can go hand in hand with it because it gives you an elated, like it gives you a high almost while you are feeling manic. After all of that, after you get all wound up and you're full force go, then there's a breaking point because you don't sleep or anything. Like when you're really manic, you can't sleep, you can't think, you can't talk. Everything's like you're all over the place. And imagine, my sister also has mania, so imagine, and we usually have it on the same day, funny enough, when she calls me, we'll both be having a manic day, and imagine us together, we're both like that, like, and we're both trying to get in stuff, it's like, oh, it's so crazy, it's so insane. And then after all of that, like, after you've went through it all, you are so tired and so drained from being so chaotic. It's the hardest for me to control, I guess, in a sense, if you want to call it control or manage. It's really hard for me. I feel that I've been doing way better, and I'll ask people around me who are honest with me, like, does it seem this is better or that? And they say it is, and I feel for me, if I can talk myself down and be like, listen, this is a normal event. If I can talk myself out of it, I can usually get past it pretty fast, which is what I've been doing for like the last couple years. But I mean, you still get days to where it's really bad. And also, sometimes when I'm really manic, I don't remember what I've said or done. I've hurt people's feelings. I've fucked up relationships, friendships, whatever kind of relationship, whether it be, you know, family, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. I fucked those things up because of mania. I mean, I remember one time there was a guy I was seeing, and he was a really nice guy, and it was after a really abusive, bad relationship. He was a really nice guy, but I literally, like, found reasons to make it a bad, like, not a bad situation, but to get him the fuck out. I felt that, like, he was too good for me. I felt that, like, I was just bringing him down. I felt that I was in a really shitty relationship that I was still romancing and playing Russian roulette with, in a sense. And I felt that he deserved better. So, like, I just created whatever situation I could in my head, and with him too, just to get him out. A lot of times people don't really understand that we're fighting battles inside, because a lot of people don't want to talk about it because of the stigma that society and even people like as close as our family members have put on mental illness. But know that it's nothing that you did. It's either something that you were born with, or it's something that you, like a behavior. Some mental illnesses are behaviors that you learn from your parents or from people who raise you or people who are around you. So understand that it's not your fault, and don't ever let anybody's opinion of any of your mental health illnesses or issues or disorders, or however you want to label it, and you don't even have to label it if you don't want to, but don't ever let anybody's judgment or opinions of your psyche make you feel less than, or make you feel like you can't live a somewhat normal, I don't think anybody lives a normal life, but a somewhat normal life. I used to allow people to affect me that way, and it's no fun. If you ever need anyone to talk to about anything, or you feel alone, don't feel alone. You can find any activist. There are so many resources online. There are forums you could talk to privately. There are numbers you can call. There are inpatient and outpatient treatments. There are therapists and psychiatrists and psychologists. There are YouTubers like me who'll talk to you. You can find me anywhere, anywhere pretty much. Just go to my website and you'll see everywhere you can get a hold of me. And I love to make new friends and chat with you guys. I really do. Like, I'm not just saying that. I really like to connect with people. Research or try out different options and see which one works best for you. Always remember that we are all different, and all of us do treatment differently and do, once again, what is right for you. And I promise you it gets better. And tomorrow I'll be back to talk about the other half, depression. So see you tomorrow, guys. Mwah. Bye.